Welcome to Circuits and Devices Lab. In today's video, we are going to learn how to do the experiment number 12, determination of resonant frequency of series and parallel RLC circuits. Can be performed using virtual lab. So here RLC means resistor, inductor and capacitor. So we are going to see the behavior of this RLC in the circuit. So for that, first you have to go to the Google. So as usual, as I have shown in the previous video, you have to type virtual lab in the search bar, and then next you have to select the electronics and communication in the broad areas. So then you have to select the analog signals network and measurement lab. In the electronics and communication branch, you have to select analog signals network and measurement lab. So just click that. So in this page, you can click the list of experiments. So now we have to perform the experiment of RLC circuit. So you have to select RLC circuit analysis. So click that. So once you click that, you can see the circuit diagram for the RLC circuit. So here this is resistor and L for inductor and C for capacitor. So in this page gives the theory part of the RLC circuit. You just read it once, then go to top, click the procedure. So this page consists of the circuit diagram of RLC circuit and then step-by-step procedure to perform the experiment. Read it once. Now we are going to start to simulate our experiment. So click the simulator to perform the experiment and then scroll down. Click here to perform the experiment. So select that. So now this page shows the RLC circuit analysis. So this is our circuit diagram and this is the procedure to be followed for performing this experiment. So here this is the R resistor and this is the inductor L and this is the capacitor C. So now our first step is close the switch K. Set input voltage Vin is equal to 220 volt. So first you have to set this switch to close. So click this drop down menu and select closed. And then you have to vary the Vin voltage to 220 volt as per our procedure. So you have to select this or you have to just click the backspace and enter as 220. Now we have selected the voltage Vin as 220 volt and next you have to set the power supply voltage Vs at 0 volt and keep all the resistance, inductance, capacitance at maximum position. This is the second procedure. So here already they have set the value as 0 volt. So this is our Vs value which is 0 volt is displayed here. So this is our Vs is equal to 0 volt and the resistance we have to set to the maximum value. So you can set any value of the resistance and then inductance to the maximum value and capacitance to the maximum value. So we have set the value of inductance, capacitance and resistance. And next adjust the voltage across the circuit Vs to about 70 volt and note the current I, Vs, VL, VC, VR and power watt from the meter. So here current is I, Vs means source voltage, VL means inductor voltage and VC means voltage across the capacitor and VR means voltage across the resistor. So now we have to vary this Vs value. So we have to vary this Vs value to to about 70 volts. So in order to vary this Vs value, first you have to switch on the circuit. So now I have switched on the circuit. So the values are displayed in all the voltmeters that we have connected across the components. And now we have to set this voltage value Vs is equal to 70 volt as per our procedure. So you just decrease this value and check whether 70 volt is obtained. Yes, now we have set the values to approximately 70.18. So Vs value is equal to 70.18, and now we have to note the current in this ammeter and voltage across the resistor, inductor and capacitor are noted in this voltmeters. So now we have to click the fill the table so that all the readings are noted in our observation table. So click the button fill the table. So once you click, you can scroll down and check the readings are noted in the observation table. So Vs value, current, power value, VR, that is voltage across the resistor, voltage across the inductor VL and voltage across the capacitor VC are noted in this table. And next step, so step number 4, adjust the rheostat for several settings and repeat the step 3, not step 2. Here they have mistakenly written as step 2. Let's repeat the step 3. So here to change the value of Vs value. Now I set the value to 120 approximately, and then click fill the table. Now the second set of readings are noted. So you can repeat the procedure and we can note the readings in the table. So you can note all these readings in the observation table by scrolling down. And now the next step, adjust the rheostat to the maximum settings and change the capacitance to 0 microfarad, 140 and 70 microfarad, and similarly inductance to 0, 30 and 60 millihenry, and we have to repeat the steps. So first you have to set the value of Vs to maximum value. Now I set the Vs value to 220 volt, and now we have to change this inductance to some value which is 140 or some value. You can also give the fuse. So click the fuse indicator and then keep the inductance value as 0 millihenry, and capacitance also first you have to set as 0 microfarad, and then you can see, so you can click the on button and you can see the lag or lead. Now since the value is minus, the phase degree is lagging between the inductor, capacitor and resistor. So you can see the phasor diagram. You can note the phasor diagram by use of this meter. So next click the fill the table and you can see the variations in the observation table. So this is your variation when the current or VR BL value is 0. And now we have to increase the value of VL and VC. So just increase the value to 30 millihenry, and here we have to increase to 140. Yes, now I set the value to 140. Now then click fill the table. Now observe the reading in the observation table. So you can do the same procedure for the various readings of capacitor and inductor. So from this we can see whether the phasor diagram is leading or lagging. If it is lagging, the green button will be in this lag. If it is leading, the green color will change in this leading. Okay, from this readings we can draw the phasor diagram for RLC circuit and we can find out the behavior of RLC circuit. Thanks for watching.